Well, if you haven't seen it, you've definitely heard of it. The South Korean TV show Squid Game has become a worldwide success, breaking viewing records. So what effect will it have on the future media landscape? We are checking in with Kyung Kim. He is the founding director of the Center for Critical Korean Studies at the University of California, Irvine. Thanks for joining us this morning. I know it's pretty early.
It is pretty early. Thanks for having me, though.
Well, we appreciate you being here. Okay, so let's talk about Squid Game. What is it about this show that is resonating with so many people all over the world?
I think there are two things here. Obviously, it combines, many people's memory of innocent, happy, idyllic, playful childhood, the games that we used to play, and then combines it with, this harsh reality of neoliberal capitalism that adulthood has turned into. We've all entered this game, and there's some kind of violence associated with it. Cutthroat competition is what we know of, and those two things combined, I think, is what resonates with so many people around the world.
As K-culture continues to gain popularity in the West, what types of shows or concepts might we expect to see?
I think we will continue to see a blend of, childhood games. Koreans are very innovative and inventive when it comes to childhood games. And so K-pop, K-game shows, even K-dramas, K-film have had a way of, making success some of these formulaic kind of childhood games into certain kind of things that adults play. Grown-ups play these games, especially K-pop. They continue to retain a playful quality, and those are the things that have translated into success over the years.
And when we look at the media industry in South Korea, I mean, it's absolutely booming. What reasons do you think have contributed to it being so successful?
I think South Korea has become a very dynamic society. That's probably one of the secrets or, formula that has turned the media industry around. It has gone from, I think, a very poor country to a very wealthy country in less than a decade. Less than a generation. And then a society that has become democratic society, especially in the 80s and 90s, that became very successful in turning a dictatorship into a democracy. So those dynamic qualities have fueled the Korean culture industry. And that's one of the reasons why you have so much interesting kind of narratives and interesting kind of groups in K-pop.
And last, I want to ask you about, just access in general. When we think about streaming and really erasing borders between Eastern and Western media, can you talk a little bit about the importance of that?
Yeah, well, film industry used to be national industries, right? There was so many trade laws. If you were importer of, obviously, film, you had to go through a lot of tariff agreements, different kind of, again, border issues, trade issues, in order to actually exhibit a film in your country, content from another country. Now that seem to have been raised with the success of Netflix, success of Disney Plus, and in some ways that have added to the dynamism of different kind of local contents now being readily available in in another country within just a matter of weeks since you have completed production. So this is what you're having, simultaneous kind of popularity all across the world, which is possible. In the past, it wasn't possible when you actually were dependent on striking, prints.
Yeah. Well, it's absolutely fascinating. We appreciate your time and your insight this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.